Hey, Dream Keep Consulting fam. This is my first YouTube video in a few years. So I want to start there. Hello. I am Big Ocean, aka Ocean Novae Anuru. I am a licensed social worker as well as a public health educator by training, but I am also getting my PhD right now in business psychology. I love the hood. I'm from the Boogie Down Bronx, all the good things. And I'm really happy to be Black, and I'm very Black centered in general. So my biggest thing is I just wanted to reintroduce myself as well as Dream Keep. So most of you know me by the name Rebecca. That is my mother's name. My mother died when I was 2 days old. I love my mother very, very, very much, but I no longer want to be named after her in one of the most traumatic days of my life. And so I made up a new name, and hopefully, very, very, very soon, it will be super on paper official. But I'm really delighted to even have the opportunity to love and center myself through my healing processes. For those of you that don't actually personally know me, I survived a lot of really abusive things growing up. So, just to give a quick snippet, my father went to prison for 6 years from when I was 4 to when I was 10. And during that time, I was tortured by one other family member. I was raped by countless other people, but the first person to ever sexually assault me was my dead mother's twin brother, my uncle. And from there, just opened a cascade of really wild abuse where people were not being attuned to me. People were not really looking out for me in the ways that a little Black girl child deserves, especially a darker skinned one. And trust me, sweetie, this is the lightest I've ever been. They don't teach you that getting less sun will switch you up a little bit. Adults just spend way more time indoors. It's okay. I'm gonna fix that this summer, right? But I really used to navigate a lot of really challenging things. When my father got out of prison, I actually went back to live with him. I've lived down south. I've lived honestly all over the country at this point in my life. But as a young teenager, I had to deal with a lot more abuse from my father, who I escaped when I was 15, going on 16, had to endure some other types of abuse with other family members, and then escaped to college. And as of a couple of months ago, I have cut off most of my family because they are not safe for me. So I spent 15 years trying to complexly still keep ties to people that were not being attuned to me, that were not really centering my life or the things that I was going through, despite really needing a lot of things from me and taking those things. So I'm just tired of the gossip. I'm tired of the like chaos, and I just got up and left. It is what it is. I think if you've gone no contact with your family, big ups, big props. I can count on one hand the number of family members I still talk to. So that being said, I've made my peace with that. Honestly, it's for my protection. I just deserve to be happy, loved, fulfilled, and all of those things. And that's just where I'm at in my life. And I really want to embrace that. I'm turning 33 next month. And for someone who never really thought I was going to make it past 25, this is a milestone. I'm actually really geeked and really excited that I get the opportunity to blossom and flourish in this way. So that's just the very Cliff Notes version of my life. I promise you, it's a whole bunch of other stuff. It's okay because you can read it in the future memoir. I'm writing a 3-part book, aka it will be 3 separate books, talking about my life. And I will share that with y'all when I'm done. I've been doing a lot of the background healing work so that I can get those creative offerings to you. But I do think I have a lot to offer the world, but I had to work through some of the surviving abuse things and being perceived wounds so that I could step into what I'm trying to step into now. So, Ocean Novae Anuru is a new name. It is completely a name that I have made for myself. I have named myself. I'm happily divorced 8 years, and that's where I got Anuru from. And Ocean Novae recently found me in January. But I've been calling myself Ocean for a number of years. So those of you that knew my nickname, just know that it's my first name now. So Ocean is very new to some of you. It is not new to me. I've been calling myself Ocean since at least 2020, 2019. So there ain't nothing new over here. It's new to y'all. It's not new to me. So I have known Ocean is one of my names for an extremely long amount of time. Novae is new though, named after supernovas, aka Novae. But actually, there are novas and novae that are not super, and those are the ones I'm named after because they are star explosions that don't kill a star. They just keep shining, but they are bright as all get out. So I have decided that between the light and the bigness of the ocean, I think this name very much encapsulates who I am. Yeah, so in order to give, I just wanted to give that background so that I could introduce y'all to Dream Keep Consulting again. Our new tagline is Liberation in Our Lifetime. I have heard my whole life people being like, oh, I want to fight for liberation, but I might not see it in my lifetime. I have never believed that. I have always been a proponent that all of the change and transformation that I need to see in the world is going to happen in this lifetime. And I collectively want to create a space that also embraces that. So I will do a series on our pillars and how I got to this place of what I want to do with Dream Keep. But we offer some key services, mainly facilitation and teaching. I can teach you about anything, baby. I've been teaching as long as I've been learning. You can ask some of my old friends from school. I used to be teaching in first grade, baby. I used to be reading books to other kids. I used to be re-explaining the teacher's concepts, baby. I'm a teacher. And the pandemic taught me I am a facilitator. I am a space builder. I am a container, aka Ocean. And so I have realized that those things really matter to me in general. So facilitation, teaching, and speaking is really important. My story, I teach from my life experience. I'm never going to come to you perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I just want to be myself. I want to be real. I want to be authentic, which is one of our pillars, unapologetic authenticity. And so I will be exploring these things on this YouTube channel to try and give space to who I am and who I am becoming. I'm doing a lot of prayers on becoming my newest version of myself. One, because complex PTSD forces you to have to transform yourself over and over and over. I think that's the only healthy way to heal through complex PTSD. But also, I just think I have gotten to a place where I need to honor all of who I am. None of these parts can be hidden. And I have no desire to hide them. I've always been honest about what I've gone through and things. I think people tend to strong black woman me and mammy me. And that ain't my damn problem. I hope y'all put that shit down because I literally don't even have children. I am a community mother, but like, babe, like, why are you putting me in a box that I didn't ask to be put in? Knock people off the pedestals that you've built for them because that's not real. So that is something I often deal with people's projections onto me, which is what actually took so long for me to be able to tap into being perceived because it just felt like people will move however they want to move with me because they have these preconceived notions. And I'm like, hey, standing right in front of you, I actually know who I am. I'm not trying to be nobody else. All I want to do is show up and be myself and do my work, right? So I do this facilitation and speaking. That is the love of my life, but I also do leadership coaching. Also, another love of my life. Leadership coaching found me before I found it, so it was just one of those things. But I kind of feel like that about facilitation too. Like I feel like I was teaching way before I knew that I was a facilitator. Like I remember when I became a consultant, I said, "Oh snap, I've been doing this for years." Like what? Like so sometimes I joke oftentimes that I went to school to learn the big words for things I already knew, to learn that there were systems or ways of being, and like there were names for it. Like learning what neoliberalism was, what radicalized you? That shit. So just know that I am very much, also I cuss like a sailor, so y'all will see me cuss. I don't give that much of a fuck, but if you are sensitive to cussing, I'm so sorry, but I don't know. Also, my accent will change often too, because again, I have spent some of my life in the South. Even though I am from the Bronx, I've also spent some of my childhood in the East Point, Riverdale, College Park area of Georgia. So when I'm in Georgia, I sound like I'm from Georgia. But when I'm not in Georgia, I just sound like a blend of the North and the South. Because I am a little hood baby mutt, and I am okay with that. And so, yeah, I just wanted to give a brief overview of the direction that Dreamkeep is going. I'm also building an entire online school for Dreamkeep right now. I'm revamping and re-recording our Understanding Trauma, creating space for healing online course right now. So it is not live right now. I'm so sorry. But I have to re-record it because I have a completely different name and our branding is a little different now. So it is, everything's okay. Like the course is still in existence. I am actually going to get Dream Keep approved with New York State to offer social work CEUs soon. So hopefully I will have a full suite of online offerings very, very soon. But that's like by the summer we gonna be launching all of that stuff. All right. So get with it. Stay with me. We're in this together, right? And also, I think the last thing I wanted to note was a lot of y'all know me with really short hair and a Caesar. I am growing out my hair again for religious reasons. Ooh, the Orisha got some work for me to do. And that's okay. So I am doing that. I am a chia pet, y'all. This hair is going to sprout. Those of you that knew me from college, you know my long hair. So if you have met me within the last about 8, 9 years, you don't know me with long hair. But baby, I have grown my hair to my behind more times than I can count at this point. And so I just want y'all to know I'm just, yeah, the hair is going to switch up. It's just always going to be natural. I don't straighten my hair. Don't ask me to, because I'm not going to. And yeah, I just want to be myself. I like, yeah, you're probably almost never going to see me with makeup on. It's very rare. Like it gotta be a special event. Like I gotta be doing something. Like y'all, like it really, it's just rare. Y'all, I'm not lazy, but I like how I look when I wake up, honestly. So there's just certain things that are very down to earth with me. I have stopped wearing my big hoops and everything, just because my hair starts swallowing my earrings after a certain length. And we have hit the point where my fro is getting kind of big. It is shrinking right now, which is why I made sure to put on a scarf. But yeah, I just want y'all to know my real personality. I think sometimes for Dream Keep, I can be really, really polished up. And I think everyone has like a facilitator or a presenter's voice kind of thing. And I just am like, I don't code switch, but I definitely do have all right, y'all, let's get to business kind of. Yeah, I got a Capricorn stellium. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. But I am also just like, I promise y'all, I'm not as mysterious as I might seem sometimes. People have said that to me, and I'm like, what is going on? I swear to God, like the heart is on the sleeve, but I do got some armor, baby. So it's okay. Like I think I just want people to know like how I show up in space. I really want folks to understand that I'm not necessarily trying to be like other trainers and facilitators and coaches because I am not like them. I am very radical, very pro black, very liberation centered, very like, oh, if this ain't working for everybody, I kind of don't want to do it. Like, so I want everybody in the space to be respected, valued, honored, and things like that. That is how I move in every single space I cultivate. I like to help people have epiphany moments. It is what I was made for. It is my purpose. It is exactly what I know I came to earth to do. So I know everybody has different things that they might see as valuable or whatever. Just know mine are I love being black. I love learning and teaching. I love writing. I love creativity in that way. I love being better humans together. And that is my ultimate goal with Dream Keep and all teachings that I want to do. I want people to expand in their experience of their humanness. I don't want to be nothing else but me. And I encourage other people to be nothing else but them. And that's all I'm trying to do, baby. So if you like that, please come with me the strong, long way. We love that, right? But also just know I'm a giggly person. I'm really like, I am not trying to be all over the top and stuff. I'm bold and bodacious now. Don't get me wrong. But like, when I say like I'm grounded in reality, I know the bougie blacks don't really like me too much because they don't accept my version of blackness. But just know I'm ghetto. I like being the hood, baby. I am okay with that, and I want to take you on an adventure through what it means to be fully authentic in yourself and create new standards of being. I think right now we are watching empire collapse. We are watching the world transform right before our eyes. And that is our power. We get to decide who the fuck we want to be. I myself am Ocean Novae Anuru. And I'm going to say that with my chest. It's Big Ocean if you nasty. And I'm so happy to have you here. Let's do the damn thing, right?